Ava Collins worked as a dedicated waitress at Sonny's Corner, a modest diner that had long served as the beating heart of a small Midwestern town. At 22, Ava was known for her unwavering kindness and resilient spirit, a beacon of warmth even on the toughest days. Orphaned at a young age, she had learned early on that true wealth was measured not by money but by the strength of one's character, a lesson passed down from her hard-working family. One drizzly Friday afternoon, the diner's bell jingled as a new customer stepped through the door. This visitor was unlike the usual clientele. Victoria Monroe, a tall and elegant businesswoman with perfectly styled blonde hair, entered wearing a designer coat and carrying a high-end handbag. Accustomed to the refined ambience of upscale restaurants, Victoria had reluctantly chosen Sonny's Corner out of necessity since her usual spots were unavailable. As she surveyed the diner's worn wooden tables, plain napkins, and a mix of local regulars laughing over burgers and milkshakes, her eyes narrowed in disdain. Victoria selected a secluded corner table and sat down. Not long after, Ava approached with her signature warm greeting. "Good afternoon, ma'am. Welcome to Sonny's Corner. May I start you off with something to drink?" Without lifting her gaze from her smartphone, Victoria curtly replied, "Just water, please." Ava nodded, promptly delivering a chilled glass of water along with the menu. Moments later, Victoria let out a dramatic sigh and asked, "Do you have anything healthy?" "I'm looking for something gluten-free, low-carb, and organic." Ava hesitated for a split second, then replied with a smile, "We do offer a fresh garden salad, ma'am. While it isn't certified organic, it's made with the freshest ingredients available." Victoria rolled her eyes dismissively. "Figures. I'll have that, no dressing, and please make sure there's no cheese or croutons." When the salad arrived, Victoria scrutinized it as though it were a laboratory specimen. "This lettuce looks wilted, and these tomatoes are way too ripe." "Is this what you call fresh?" she snapped. Ava's heart sank, but she maintained her composure. "I'm sorry, ma'am. Would you like me to have it remade?" she offered politely. Victoria waved her off with a condescending remark, "Forget it. You people wouldn't understand quality if it hit you in the face." Throughout the afternoon, as Victoria continued to complain about the noise, the strength of the coffee, and the pace of the service, the atmosphere in the diner grew tense. Other customers shot disapproving glances at Victoria, yet Ava continued to serve everyone with the same level of care and respect that had become her trademark. Finally, as Victoria finished her meal, she beckoned Ava over with a sneer. "If you ever want to get anywhere in life, you should probably find a real job. Waiting tables isn't exactly impressive," she said, her tone dripping with disdain. For a brief moment, Ava froze. Then, drawing a deep breath, she replied calmly, "Thank you for the advice, ma'am. I hope you have a wonderful day." With that, Victoria left the diner, her meager tip barely covering the cost of a cup of coffee, while Ava silently began clearing the table. A week later, the town was abuzz with anticipation for a high-profile charity gala at the Grand Hotel. Victoria, ever eager to network with influential figures, attended the event and mingled among the crowd, sipping champagne and making small talk. Then, in a moment that left Victoria utterly stunned, the host took the stage and introduced the evening's keynote speaker, a woman who had overcome immense personal tragedy to dedicate her life to helping underprivileged children. To everyone's surprise, the speaker was none other than Ava Collins. Dressed in an elegant dress that accentuated her graceful poise, Ava took the stage amid thunderous applause. She recounted her journey, the loss of her parents, the struggle to make ends meet, and how she had founded a charitable organization in their memory. Ava spoke passionately about how her job at Sonny's Corner had not only been a means of survival but had also provided the resources necessary to fuel her philanthropic endeavors. The audience was captivated, and even Victoria felt a pang of guilt as tears welled up in her eyes. After the gala, amidst the post-event buzz, Victoria gathered her courage and approached Ava, who was now surrounded by admirers. "Miss Collins, I had no idea," Victoria stammered, her voice trembling with remorse. Ava met her with a warm, forgiving smile. "Hello, ma'am. It's good to see you again," she said kindly. "I want to apologize for how I treated you earlier," Victoria continued, her eyes sincere. "I was rude and disrespectful, and I'm truly sorry." Ava nodded graciously. "Apology accepted. We all have our off days," she replied softly. From that day forward, Victoria became a regular at Sunny's corner. Her visits were no longer marked by snide remarks but by genuine smiles and thoughtful interactions. She began to treat Ava and her co-workers with respect, and even started donating generously to Ava's foundation. The experience sparked a change, not just in Victoria's outlook, but in the entire establishment, as the management instituted diversity training to ensure every guest received equal treatment. Ava's quiet strength and resilience transformed what began as an act of discrimination into a powerful opportunity for growth and community betterment. Her story, a testament to the enduring power of kindness, would continue to inspire everyone in the town, proving that one simple act can ignite a chain reaction of positive change. That's the story, friends. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did sharing it. Leave a comment below and let me know where you're watching from. It's always amazing to see how far these stories reach. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button for more inspiring tales, tips, and insights. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.